Well, speaking of season five is the next topic. So I was one of the things I was gonna ask is basically, hey, are we gonna get a season five? Because you know how this news been going with Fifth and shit, how he been treating it, how he been on Meech ass. You know they doing like a some kind of party or some shit too, hosted by Da Vinci. They ain't saying nothing about Lil Meech. So I don't know if that shit's still going on or what. What's the 411 with that shit? But it doesn't feel like her and Meech have chemistry on screen. Okay, I mean to be honest with you, bro, that's how I feel about damn near everybody on BMF. That's another thing. They don't have the chemistry. The only ones that were legit have chemistry, to be honest with you, is Charles and Lucille. The rest of them folks don't look like they just threw some stuff together and they first time acting on screen together is the day of the shoot. BMF is can. BMF will get renewed for season five. So Michael, you think it's gonna get canceled? If they was all smart, they would have just killed Brian right there when backup wasn't there. 3 versus 1. Nah, nigga, that ain't how that shit work. I don't know what kind of fairy tale Disney World shit you been dealing with. But if you shoot a big time cop like that, nigga, especially with backup on the way, them niggas gonna they see Brian laying on the ground dead, they gonna shoot your ass on sight. You ain't gonna get away then. There ain't gonna be none of that bullshit. They gonna get you. You can't just shoot no big time cop like that. I think we might get a season five, but if they do, it's definitely the last season. I think so too. I think that will be because you look at the huge jump that they did this season. So you know they're gonna do another jump. Because what year did they get wrapped up? They got arrested. I don't really know the year, but I'm sure somebody in here knows. But they already in the 2000s, so yeah, I think this will be the last season. 50 didn't promote BML this season, right? He didn't promote it at all. Hopefully, we get the older Mitch and Terry and see. That's what I hope. You know what? That would make sense too, because if Fifth don't want to have Meech, you know what I'm saying, in the show no more, Lil Meech, he can just go ahead and make the older Meech, right the the Meech now. He make that nigga shave, you know, and then he go clean cut. He already got the braids and shit. Yeah, they could very much do that. But the only thing is, if they use the older Meech, they probably would have to use the older Terry too. And that means Da Vinci will be without a job. Fifth ain't got no beef with him. So I don't know. Yeah, what the Hezekiah said, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Why did Aisha fall in love with Lamar after bro, that's another thing. That shit was so fake and unrealistic, bro. That shit was ass, bro. I was like, bro, this nigga must have had a baby mama that just didn't give a shit about him. Like he must have had the worst ever because most of them are attached to their man. Like just because you told him that, you know, that he shot his last baby mama or whatever, even though he didn't know she was pregnant at the time, you just all of a sudden falling for Lamar and shit like, bro, nah. Bro. Then this nigga a psycho. Stop it. Phony, stop that shit. That shit was fake as hell. If Ghost don't come back in Legacy, it's safe to say he's dead. I don't know. I don't know. I might still hold on to it. but it'll look very close to it. Hey, I haven't watched that far in the shot, but hey, look how what they said. What they said that dude name was Reg came back in the shot after 4 seasons. So hey, why my boy Goats can't come back? Anything is possible. Ghost will show up in Legacy. He's Tariq. Ha. This ain't power. This is real BMF. Nah, this shit ain't real because B. Mickey didn't die for real. Lamar didn't die for real. Kato didn't die for real. So this shit ass. So okay, so they got arrested in '05 and they already in the 2000s, right? So yeah, I think this gonna be the last season. Meets a worse actor than Steven Seagal, and his acting was terrible. You know what, bro? I grew up watching some of this nigga shit. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention to his acting, so I don't know. I don't know how accurate that is. I just remember that he used to be cold at stunts. 59 beefing with the older meats though. Yeah, but the little meats is collateral damage. He don't like him now too. You ain't been paying attention on social media how he was doing that nigga. That would be crazy as hell if Lamar survived and went into B Mickey family. That nigga be rolling out in his damn grave. 50 Cent don't run the show. Stars and Lionsgate do. They can cut really him out, continue this BMF, and nah, that ain't how that work, bro. It depends on what their contract is saying. And you can't just take if 50 Cent still got all creative control over it, they can't do that. Team DeMarcus all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. That nigga DeMarcus had 1 minute of screen time. I think the last part of season 4 is in '98. I was '98. Well, shit, it's still close enough if you ask me. They could easily, each episode let a year go by. You got to say something about support banning people because they're taking money out your pocket. Um, as far as that, like I said, I actually got quite a few moderators. I think I got what at least 6, and this is for any of the moderators. The majority of them are in here right now. DeMarcus, support Takari, Hezekiah, Rob's not in here, Buckets is not in here, and I think that's it, right? And CG, but CG barely be in here now. But yeah, so I got 7. The only time you should ban somebody is if they doing any of that 69 God stuff. That's an automatic. You ain't got to even ask no questions. They being disrespectful after they been warned. Get their ass up out of here. Stuff like that. But going at it because of what people saying, let's not do that. Because I find out about it, if you banning people for unwarranted reasonings, and whoever it is, you can lose your moderator status. So there we have it. And let's all be adults and shit about shit here too. Anyways, it was 98, 99, and 2000. So it did reach 2000. Would crazy if B Mickey wife started kissing Lamar and said she loves him in front of me. Yeah, if she would have did that, B Mickey would have lost it. They might they might not even have Meech and T get locked up in '05. It may be sooner because T is already heading to California. Yeah, say he got a house there already. Like me, I'm really not too familiar with the BMF story. So like the timeline and of what happened and all that shit, I really don't know. So I'm really watching, and actually, I'd rather not know certain stuff because I think it'll take away from the show a bit for me. Finally got that motherfucker. Goddamn that. Husband then said he going on banning hunting spree. This is why people don't like your videos. I don't know if that's the reason, but yeah, let's not get no trigger happy. The whole point of it is to keep order in the channel and stuff like that, not just to abuse your power. But anyways, um, so season 5. Let's get back on topic. Season 5, we can do early what to expect. J-Bo, J Pusher actually survived in real life and was Meech's right hand man. Really? So they just killed off a lot of people and didn't give a damn. Yeah, I heard the blame. But yeah, so this is the thing. I know Charles, the father, I think he gets arrested if I'm not mistaken, right? Big Meech goes down for an incident at the club, then gets stuck on ankle monitor at the house for a minute. That's when he bring the Blue Da Vinci to run BMF Entertainment. Hmm. So when he gets arrested, that's got to be before Meech them get arrested, right? And if that's the case, then that means he's for sure getting arrested next season. And I know he also passed away. Like what year did this nigga die? I think season 5 Charles gets arrested because Meech put the house in Charles' name. Damn. So they get it. They got him for we get Jeezy next season. Watch the nigga that played Jeezy gonna be booty as hell. I guarantee you. They don't abuse all the other celebrities that's supposed to show up there. They gonna do the same thing for that nigga. It's gonna be a bald headed ass nigga that don't look nothing like him. That's gonna be terrible at acting. Watch they gonna have some random bald dude that look. That's what I just said, right? They gonna definitely do that. Me's fingerprints was on the bottle that Tina smashed on Kano head. Yeah. You said a horrible ATL accent too. Charles gets arrested for money laundering. That's what I thought it was too, money laundering. Because he uses drug money to upgrade Meech's new mansion. Got it. So that's how he about to get locked up. Damn. So did they get their mind a good lawyer or some shit like that and eventually get him out? Motherfucker. So did they get did Charles get out like once he got arrested, or did that nigga like stay in there for a minute? If anybody knows that without me having to Google it. 2.5 years? Damn, that's a little minute for an old ass nigga. I know he was mad as hell. Y'all think Lucille gonna go off on Meech for getting their father locked up? And Nicole gonna smack his ass? Whatever happened to Duffy and Kenny Johnson situation? That's a good question, bro. They just wrote that nigga off and said forget him. Nigga said BMF for life. They said, all right, we're gonna give you life. Don't worry about it. What is that? Meech got a baby on the way. Little does he know it's himself. Right. Meech got little Meech on the way. Is that what he actually died from? Cancer? Oh, okay. Yeah, so you probably ain't got long after that. Damn. My boy Raw Dog Charles. Maria is the girl he was messing with before he got with Scott Jackson, right? I liked her, me personally. That's what I like. She actually looked like this girl that I know. Yeah, yeah, I fucked with her. Two stroke Chuck. Anyways, though, I think I'm about to go ahead. I can't believe Scott Jackson on BML. She still give me innocent. Hey, Jesse vibes. Same with me, bro. I don't even know who that is, but I just look at her and be like, bro, she looks like a child. Like she look like she should be. She really look like she should be on Power Book 2 Ghost in school with them. That's what she look like she should be at. Trying to do better at this moderating thing. Don't want to ban or time anybody out long as you not trying going from another YouTube channel shit saying one is better than the others and no six and nines. Yep. Yeah, she still looks like she looks like look like a little kid, bro. When I first seen her, I was like, then when they had me doing something with it, I was like, dang, I thought that was like a teenager. Brian and Mike Taylor together will be a problem for Beach. Who is Mike Taylor? She should be on the side with Jake and them. I just noticed too, dude from the shot, the officer dude, the detective, he was the same dude who plays Ruiz Vibra lawyer on season 3. Oh, the new dude that kind okay, gotcha. Got it. Yeah, I know who it is now. Mm. BMF's another thing. It just be random shit happening on that mud too, out of nowhere. Damn, man, it's getting sleepy and shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next topic. Mm. All right, so force